nothing but me. Top boss, big nations. Hey, gang, say, gang, are we sleeping with the enemy in Dominican Republic? Nations Village, let's talk about it. Now, before we get into that, though, let's do a little housekeeping. It's 2026 now, Nations Village. We need to ramp up the participation on the videos. We need to up the likes. We need to up the views. We need to up the comments, the shares, the hypes. Man, we got to do whatever we got to do to get into the algorithm, because we know that it's hard out here for travel content creators, especially Black travel content creators. So we want to show YouTube that we got something different going on over here. We sharing our experiences, our wins, our losses, our lessons, and our blessings. We doing it all over here. So we wanna get into the algorithm. We wanna show everybody what's going on. So everybody do their part, man. You watch the video, it ain't nothing. It's free to like the video. Don't watch the video and not like it. Don't watch the video and not comment on it. Don't watch the video and not share it. Let's get in motion, Nations Village. All right. So this conversation of sleeping with the enemy in Dominican Republic came up in our WhatsApp group, and shout out to Big Eddie Spaghetti for bringing the subject to the forefront. You know, we were just discussing different situations that, you know, each of the bros may have going on with the pre-gaming and, you know, visitation to the DR and little things like that. And we just got to talking about some of the tendencies of the CTCs, and I got to thinking, you know, hey, Eddie Spaghetti, he made a great point. With all of the rigmarole, with all of the nittiness that the bruvs have to go through sometimes just to have a good experience, sometimes you have to ask yourself, man, is this CTC a friend? Is she an enemy? Is she a frenemy? I don't know. But bro, however the story go, we gonna progress and grow. We not gonna stay stagnant, and we gonna try to keep our attraction high like a magnet. Whenever dealing with these CTCs, we got to be the epitome of confidence, because yes, you never know the ulterior motives of the CTCs. They out for your money. Well, we all know they out for the money. So we gonna just count that like it is. We know they out for the money, but is it money over honey? Is it money by all means? It'll all be revealed over time, bros. All we got to do is stay aware and peep the scene. Now, what we never want to do is be gang green. Because when you're gang green, oh man, they'll take you down through there. And when it's over, man, you think they gonna care? Nah, man, it's off to the next. So what we gotta do is consider them the enemy. You don't treat them bad. You don't talk to them bad. You don't let them know. You don't let them know that you know they the enemy. But as long as you got that on your mind, that hey, it's only a matter of time or a matter of dime before the sun stops to shine. Hey, and once the sun stops shining, you all know that's rain on your CTC parade. And now, although Some CTCs are way better than others. Over time, they will show their colors, they true colors. And it ain't always just black and white. You may get every color in the spectrum on site. These CTCs like a Trump fighter jet ready to take flight. And what they gonna do? They gonna drop it on your head. You gonna think it's bombs over Baghdad. Sometimes it's best to play dead. But we all know at some point they will disappoint. And I'm gonna say for us gringos, man, that percentage gotta be 99. If you're a gringo and you dealing with a CTC in Dominican Republic, man, out of all the women there, I'll say it's 1%. 1% out of the 100 that will give you a fair shake as a gringo. 1%, fellas. So, hey, we talking about minute. And even though you know it's coming, you just don't know when it's coming. They can fail you at any stage. And when it happens, you may find yourself in a state of rage, bruh. But, hey, always remember, it's best to maintain frame and understand that you still got leverage. We the whole 5-course meals. And these CTCs just the beverage. So friend or foe, we may never know. But like Pimp and Master P, we about to pull a kick though. And when we get inside, what we gonna find is CTCs that's gonna respect our mind. Why? Cause we ain't taking no shorts. We letting them know, if you lie, you gotta go. If you beg, we going with the other CTC instead. If she acting nitty, fellas, we ain't showing the CTC no pity. Nah, man. Cause we ain't got time for attitudes that's shitty. One thing we was talking about in the group is just how fast a CTC can go from love bombing you to blocking you. Let's just go from A to Z. From the love bomb to the blocking. They can turn their emotions off and on like a light switch, because from the beginning it's fake affection. Always remember that, man. We gotta have our meter detection for that fake affection. Just know that that's what it is. That's all they got. And thankfully, I found the key to combat that. Man, I shoot that fake affection right back. Love bomb for love bomb. Half truth for half truth. Whole lie for whole lie. Shoot, I ain't playing. Maintain frame and utilize leverage. So when the ride comes to an end, I make sure the dime I spend is worth the time that the CTC had put in. We gotta remain balanced. You gotta have a balanced approach, cause we do have the upper hand. Besides being a man, we the one with the resources. So we have an advantage over them. That's how we're able to get what you would say is maybe a maybe a higher quality far as physical attributes that you may be able to get here in the States. It's that leverage of resources. So we got to make sure that we use that to our advantage. Man, we providing the experience to the CTCs, so it ain't no need for us to let them dictate the situation. They can't control the relationship. That's on us, because all they bringing is themselves, Now, true enough, they do have attributes that's gonna help our experience, cooking, cleaning, the showing you where to go, the knowledge of the country, the helping us with the language, helping us understand the culture. So they do have their benefits, but still, those are not necessarily things that we can quantify. But we all can quantify a dollar bill, y'all. So we got to use that dollar bill, y'all. We got to use the dollar bill to stand on our heel and knock everything back down trying to come up that ain't real. Because in Dominican Republic, bruv, we got mass appeal. If one CTC won't, another CTC definitely will. So, hey, we blessed, never stressed. And when it come down to it, we gon' pass the test. No signals of distress. No Rihanna man down. No, fellas. We ain't gonna be treated like no clowns. We gonna do what we gotta do to get the experience we wanna get. That's all. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, but ain't gonna get ran over neither. We gonna treat the CTCs exactly how they deserve to be treated. If they nice, we nice. If they flip, we flip. We gonna keep it just like that. We keep it balanced. We gotta give off the same energy that we're receiving. Because if you don't, that's how you end up mistreated. And you ain't mistreated by the CTC. No, you mistreated by your own self, bro. Cause you allowing the situation to perpetrate. Man, you know when she's stepping out of line. When she's saying something that's out of her mind. And instead of being cool, you gotta check it. And not just check it, small things can be checked. But certain other things you can't check. You just gotta straight up X. That's right, bros. Sometimes we be treating these CTCs, we got our favorites, so we got them numbered 1, 2, and 3. But hey, at a certain point, man, when they get flipped, when they try you, when they lie, when they beg, they can't be no number no more. They just gotta be a letter. And that letter is X, Big X, Malcolm X, Professor X, the X Clan, XX Tentacion. Man, a flip mouth raggedy CTC better get her tail on. And she ain't got to go home, but she can't be around me. No sirree. We know when we sleeping with the enemy. So let's keep our eyes on the prize and do our best not to be mesmerized by the thick thighs. Oh man, I know it's difficult sometimes. Stay on our P's and Q's And that way we'll never lose, Nations Village. As always, man, y'all stay going up.